Okay guys, so I am going to do a quick tutorial on how to fill out your application for your medical license. So you will go to the website, which is right here. It's omma.ok.gov. And this screen is going to come up right here. You'll scroll down just a little bit and you'll hit apply now. You'll click continue. And so it's going to have you create a profile for this website. So you'll put in your first and last name. Whoever is filling out the application or whoever the licensing is for is who you will put here. And then you'll put your email address and confirm your email. So you'll want to make sure that you have access to this email, because here in just a moment, you're going to have to verify through your email, and you can't go any further until you've done that with your email. So put in your email here, your phone number here, and then it says what type of application would you like to get started with. You'll click on patient caregiver, and you'll put in your date of birth and you'll confirm your date of birth. This is going to auto-populate once you sign in, so you'll want to make sure that it's the correct date of birth of who's needing the licensing. You'll create a password and then you'll re-enter your password. So you'll probably want to write this down because you'll have to log in a moment, but also in the future, if you need to log in and check the status or just log in for any other reason, you'll need your password. So you might want to write that down. You'll click here for the terms and conditions, and you'll click I'm not a robot. And then you will click this green register button. That's going to get you a profile. You'll go up here to sign in, and you will put in your information. And then once you put that in, you're going to get an email right here. It's coming from OMMA, and you're going to click this green verify button. So that's what I was talking about earlier. So that you can start your application, you've got to verify this to have access. So you'll click that verify button. Once you're verified, you can start your application. So then you will come here. It'll pull up like this. You'll go to create new application, and then you'll go to new patient registration, and then you'll click the create application at the bottom. Then that'll pull up this application. So once you are there, you will put in your first and last name. You can put in your middle name too if you want it to be on your card. This 18 or older, that auto populates. You'll put in your phone number. USA is your country. See here, your birth date auto populates from what you put on your sign-in information. Right here it says I'm applying for. You'll click 2-year license. That's basically the only option unless you're doing a temporary license or an out-of-state license. So you'll just do the 2-year licensing. You'll click Oklahoma since that's the state we're in, unless you're in a different state. And then you will go to save and next. So that brings you to contact information. You will put in your address, street address, city, county, state, and zip code. Then here you can click verify address, just to verify that it is a good address with the post office. so there's not any confusions when they mail you your card. So once it's verified, it'll just say yes right here. If your mailing address is the same as your physical address, you can click copy from street address. You can verify that one as well. Then you'll go down to save and next. Then that brings you to the physician information. So all of this information here that it's asking for is going to be on your exam paper that you've received or that you will be receiving if you haven't already. So you'll just put in the physician that did your exam, their first and last name, their phone number, their licensing information, their license number, their NPI number, and then you'll put the date of the doctor's signature. So whatever date you did your exam. And I do just want to make a quick note that you have 30 days to fill out your application and submit it to the state after this signature date here. So if you don't do that within 30 days of your exam, unfortunately, you will have to have another exam done. Here's your medical information. Guys, you do not actually have to put in your medical condition. If you want to, you can, but it's not required, so that's not something that I normally fill out. Then you'll just put in the physician's office information, their address. You can verify their address. Go to save and next. It's going to bring you to a list of questions. So there's a few different options here on this page. You'll click yes for the first one. Everything's true and correct. You'll click yes on the second one. So here it asks if you're enrolled in Medicaid, Medicare, or Sooner Care. I just clicked yes so that I can show you an example later on. But you do have to have proof of your Medicaid or Medicare, so do not click yes unless you have your proof, or your application will be denied. So you'll click yes or no there. It asks if you intend to utilize the same document for your proof of residency and your proof of identity. I would click yes here if you can, just because if you have a state ID, a valid state ID or a valid driver's license, you can use that for both your proof of residency and your proof of identity. So it's just easier that way. You only have to upload it once. So that's personal preference, but it's easier to click yes if you can. You'll click yes on the second one or on this one. Then here it asks if you're 100% disabled veteran. Just click yes or no there, but just know that if you do click yes, again, you're going to have to provide proof here in a moment, and it does have to be 100% disabled. It cannot be 80 or anything else. So that's what the next question is stating here, is that it can't be anything other but 100%, or it will be denied and your fee will not be refunded. So you'll understand that if you're doing that. And then this last question, do you plan to use a caregiver? That just varies case by case, but I would click no here. You'll know if you're going to use a caregiver. And then make sure you sign and date here at the bottom. Then you'll go to save and next, and then it's going to bring you to the page where you upload your documents. So you've got to upload a digital photo. They are very picky on the photo. So it has to be a passport size and passport style photo, meaning that you cannot wear any glasses, sunglasses, no hats, anything like that, no bandanas. You cannot smile in your picture, and it has to have a white background. So those are the requirements for their picture. There is an app that you can use, that you can download. It's called Passport Photo. It's really helpful, and I think it automatically puts a white background on there, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a good app to use if you need an app to take your photo with. On proof of residency, you'll just upload your state ID or your driver's license if that's what you're using. I know you could also use a utility bill. There's a few other things you could use. But you will upload the front and back of your state ID or your driver's license. Make sure you have the front and the back. Your physician recommendation form. So that's the form where you get your physician information from earlier. You will have to upload that, so make sure that the picture you take of it, or if you scan it in, just make sure it's not blurry and it's legible, or they will deny your application if they can't read it. Proof of Sooner Care or Medicare. You need to upload the front and back of that as well. So front and back of Sooner Care, front and back of Medicare. You'll upload that there, whichever one you have, if you have that. And then here's where you would do the proof of your 100% disability if you're a veteran. So you'd have to upload that here. Make sure it's legible again. You'll go to your payment, and you can use a debit or credit card, make your payment there. Then once your payment's done, you'll go to review, and you'll be able to scroll through, excuse me, your whole application so that you can see what you've missed and make sure everything is correct. So all these green check marks, everything's good there. You do just want to make sure your spelling and everything's correct, your address. If there's any red X's here, that just means you didn't fill it out, so you need to go back and do so. You could scroll up. So say I didn't do the physician information, you could scroll up and just click on physician information right here, and you can fill it out there. Just make sure everything's all green here throughout here. And that's basically it. You'll just submit it to the state. Your card will come in the mail. It'll be in a white envelope. Should be addressed from Oklahoma City. So just be looking out for that. And if you have any questions or need any help filling out your application, just go ahead and give me a call. My name is Emily, and my number is 918-533-9212. Thank you, and have a good day.